a reading section from one official test, okay? And you will find that, as we discussed earlier, we will find the first passage is to be literature one. And literature, as you all know, literature passages are dealing with some characters, okay? Some characters having some conflicts, having some interactions, and that these texts are full of descriptions, vivid descriptions, on which you have to focus because you need to deal with some questions addressing them. Okay, we took various types of questions in the previous sessions, one of which was the vocab in context questions, one of which was the specific question with line reference, right? Perhaps we haven't dealt with the purpose questions, especially the big picture questions, or this one, for example, the main purpose of the first paragraph is to. So here it's a purpose question, but not on the whole passage. It's on only the first paragraph. And actually, let me tell you that the first paragraph in any passage in the reading section can be of a great significance and importance. This is applied to all the types of passages, okay? This is the main purpose of the first paragraph. Since this question is asking you about the purpose of the first paragraph, so logically, you need to read the first paragraph. Logically, you need to read the first paragraph, okay? For many reasons, being one of the most important parts, being the main focus of the question. Will you be able to understand every single word in the first paragraph? Can I have someone to answer this question? Can it happen that I know every single word, or it may happen that I have or I face a difficulty regarding the meanings of some words? Yes, Muhammad Yasser?
I think it's never likely that you find all the words familiar. You must have some unfamiliar words that can make reading hard for you.
Thank you so much. That's an ideal question. That's an ideal answer to my question. Thank you so much. That's my one of my students. Thank you so much. Yes, Haitham, do you have the same point of view or you have a different one?
I think that here he's in the first paragraph he said he bought broken radios, fixed them, and resold them. So I think for the question will be the answer C, money making.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
We still didn't read anything. Thank you so much for your contribution. We can. My question was that it can happen that I want to be able to know the meaning or the meanings of all the words or all the hard words that I will read in the first paragraph, but you don't have to let this feeling, okay, affect you negatively, because definitely you will know many words that can help you understand the main idea of the paragraph. Why I'm saying the main idea? Because this question is asking you about the main purpose. So it's not focusing specifically on a certain part, and please focus and take notes. Please focus and take notes. Every single word in the heading of the question is meant. Every single word in the heading of the question, which is supposed to be the instruction, is targeting a certain skill. So when I say the main purpose of the whole paragraph, this means that I don't want you to be specific to a certain part, but I want you to give me an answer that can be applied to the whole paragraph. Is it clear? So let me start checking the first paragraph. Another man, okay, guys, while I'm reading, please just take notes of any word that you are not familiar with, any word that you do not know, okay? Write it down, just write it down to know how many words you cannot be familiar with within one paragraph. Another man might have thrown up his hands, but not Nawabdin. His 12 daughters acted as a spur to his genius, and he looked with satisfaction in the mirror each morning at the face of a warrior going out to do battle. Nawab, of course, knew that he must proliferate his sources of revenue. The salary he received, what is revenue? This is the salary, take care of that unfamiliar or uncommon punctuation marks. The uncommon punctuation marks, okay, can be a sign for a question or for the answer to a certain question. Okay, here the dash is gonna define what revenue is, his sources of revenue. The revenue is the salary he received from K.K. Haroni for tending the tube wells wouldn't even begin to suffice. He set up a little one-room flour mill, run off a condemned electric motor, condemned by him. He tried his hand at fish farming in a little pond at the edge of his master's fields. He bought broken radios, fixed them, and resold them. He did not demur even when asked to fix watches, though that enterprise did spectacularly badly and in fact earned him more kicks than kudos, for no watch he took apart ever kept time again. Now, never ever reread the first paragraph. Done, you read it once, that's enough. Now, did you see some words that you are not familiar with? Can you please tell me? Yes, I have some people who are very active, mashallah. Yes, Fatma. Just tell me the line and tell me the word that you feel like you're not sure about its meaning.
Line 16.
Line 16, okay. What is it?
More kicks than kudos.
Yeah, this expression. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Anything else? Okay. Let me see someone else. Thank you so much, Fatma. Yes, Maya.
The word proliferate.
Thank you so much. Proliferate, a new word. Yes. Thank you so much. Anything else, Maya? This was a problem for you. Okay, Muhammad. Yes. Yes, Muhammad.
Yes, line 3, spur.
Line 3, spur, his genius. Okay, thank you so much, ya Muhammad. So they are like, anyone else? Yes. Hannah? Yes, go ahead, Hannah. Yes, Hannah.
The word suffice.
Okay, thank you so much, dear. So, okay, thank you so much. Now we have like, like 4 words, 4 expressions you are not familiar with. Now let's try, without knowing their meanings, the answer choices. Okay, now I read the first paragraph. I will eliminate. Now we're gonna use what? The process of elimination. The process of elimination means that I will eliminate the choice that is not related to the main idea or the main aspects that I read in the first paragraph. Okay, now, characterize Nawab as a loving father. As a loving father. Okay, now back to the paragraph. Back to the paragraph. Did I talk about, bear in mind that SAT is so literal. If you didn't find anything that tells you about, okay, about Nawab as a loving father, okay, this means that this is gonna be an eliminated answer. It's gonna be eliminated immediately. Have a look at that, please, and tell me, is there anything that tells you anything about love, like feelings, emotions, love? Do you know love? Yes, of course. So anything? Someone would say, I'm gonna tell you why you make mistakes on SAT. Someone would say, he is trying, yes, his daughters like that. His 12 daughters acted as a spur to his genius, and he looked with satisfaction in the mirror each morning at the face of a warrior going out to do battle. Did I tell you that he loves, or he is a loving father? Yeah, Jana? Yes, Jana. Can you tell me, Jana, whether I'll go for this answer or not?
No.
No. One would say, teacher, he is doing all of that for the sake of his daughters. That's why he is acting like a loving father. SAT, please write that down. SAT is literal. Literal. If it doesn't exist, so it is not right. Is it clear? Okay, letter B. So we're gonna eliminate the first answer. Outline the schedule of a typical day in Nawab's life. A schedule of a typical day. Yes, let me ask you, Ibrahim. Yes, Ibrahim's iPhone. Can you tell me whether we mentioned the schedule of his day?
Yes.
Okay, okay, can you show me where is it the schedule of his day?
He set up a little room, one room, 4 mil runoff, and condemned the electric motor. Motor.
Let me tell you something. Where is the schedule of his day? I need something that can be equivalent to the schedule, and I need something that can be referring to the day, the description of his day, the schedule of the day.
So do you mean what he did in the day?
Yes, because this is the exact answer choice, is to outline the schedule of a typical day in Nawab's life. What do you think?
I think that the all thing that he's doing now is similar for what he done in his life.
Yeah, but do you find this is to be the schedule of a typical day? Is there a reference to a typical day?
No.
No. So since you cannot point at it, since you cannot tell me, yes, teacher, in line number 9, for example, yes, there is a reference to the day, a description of the day, what he usually does on the day, then this is wrong. Okay, what I said, what you read here, he set up a little one. Okay, now Nawab, of course, knew, this is past, that he must proliferate his sources of revenue. The salary he received from KK Haroni for tending the tube wells wouldn't even be enough. So enough. He set up a little one-room flour mill, ran off a condensed electric motor. These are the what? If I tell you this is the schedule of a typical day, then I made up stories. These are the activities these are the different sources, okay, the different other sources to get money from, okay? But these are the activities, the things that he did or tried to do or to work in order to get money, okay, get it? So no reference to schedule, no reference to the day. So if you think of it as, it's a typical, the schedule of a typical day in Nawab's life, this is too wrong because you made up stories that aren't there. I didn't have any equivalents to these words. Is it clear? So please try to take notes, okay? As long as, let me write that for you, as long as you have no, just bring it here. As long as you have no synonyms or equal or equivalent, or equivalent meanings to what was mentioned in the text, then it's a wrong answer. Okay, so let me make sure that everyone can see that. So, okay, just a second, please, just a second. Okay, so SAT is literal as long as you have no synonyms or equivalent meanings to what was mentioned in the text, then it is a wrong answer choice. So I have no reference to a typical day. I have no reference to schedule. Is it clear? Now, let's see. Describe Nawab's various money-making ventures. Okay, Nawab's various money-making ventures. Okay, can it be generally describing most of what has been mentioned here? Is it general enough to say that? Yes, Qusay? What do you think? Qusay, you can speak up now. You have a problem with the mic, I guess. Let me go for Marwan. Yes, Marwan, go ahead.
Activities. Yes, hello?
Yes. So do you have a reference to what was mentioned here in the first paragraph in this answer choice? You can prove it?
Yes.
Yes. So sources, yes, sources of revenue other than the salary. Salary, this is one source. Yeah.
Yes.
The one-room flour mill. Okay, the electric motor, the
radios he fixed.
Yes, excellent. Fixing radios and watches. Is it clear? So you see how many aspects I gathered them generally. So this is a general question on the first paragraph, and this is a general answer including as many elements from the first paragraph as possible. So far, this one is better than A and B. Thank you so much. Contrast Nawab's and Haruni's lifestyles. This is a contrast between Nawab's lifestyle and Haruni's lifestyle. Definitely, Haruni, when I mentioned him, I didn't refer to his lifestyle at all. So no reference to that at all. So the best answer by the process of elimination, the best answer is to be the letter C. Is it clear? So do you have any, let me activate the chat box for you so that you can confirm whether it was easy for you to realize the answer choices by eliminating the wrong ones. Okay, good. You have a question? Yeah, please, Maya, go ahead and raise your hand. I'm gonna pick you. Clear? Okay. By the way, you applied now several skills. Let me tell you the skills that you learned today, or so far, I mean. You learned that this main purpose question on a certain paragraph can be described as a general question on this paragraph. So I don't have to be specific to a certain part. I will go for a choice that can include most of the elements that can be described and mentioned in the first paragraph. The process of elimination is one of the biggest skills that you need to apply. You must know how to master, because actually eliminating the wrong answers is easier than searching for the right answer. So comparing the three answers, okay, together, we're going to see that C is the best answer that goes with the instruction given in the heading of the question and to the part or the context you have in the first paragraph. Okay, let me ask you the most important question now. Did your lack of knowledge regarding the words that I highlighted, the words that you guys told me you didn't know their meanings, or you don't know their meanings till now, were they like an obstacle for you to reach the right answer? So, or you reached the right answer without even knowing the meanings of these words? Okay, so let me take someone. Yeah, Dina, go ahead, Dina. Tell me, dear, was it an obstacle not knowing?
Yes, teacher. Actually, my name is Adam.
I'm sorry, because your username appears to be Dina. Okay, okay, Adam. No worries, dear. Was it an obstacle for you not knowing the meanings of some words?
I tried to guess some words.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. But even if you couldn't, was it a very big problem for you to reach the right answer here?
No.
No, it wasn't. So please don't, believe that the reading section is hard just because you know that you won't be able to know all the meanings of all words. It's neither you guys nor the native speakers know all the meanings of all the words. This is very normal and this is very expected. This shouldn't be making you feel bad. No, because your answers will be related to the very portions that you can understand very well. Okay. Now, do you have any questions? I can see that Maya required. Yes, Maya.
Miss, I was just a bit confused if the answer was A or C, because in the paragraph, they may have told us indirectly that he's a loving father by the word satisfaction.
Okay, just keep with me, please. Don't mute your mic. Here, when he said, and he looked with satisfaction in the mirror, is he looking at his daughters? Does this show you that he is a loving father? May you please answer?
No.
No. So it is not a proof that he is a loving father. Even when I referred to his daughters, I said his 12 daughters acted as a spur to his genius. This is the main focus, 12 daughters. Did I say that he is a loving father here in this sentence?
No.
No. I was focusing on the 12 daughters. And when I mentioned him looking with satisfaction in the mirror. So when you look at the mirror, this means that you look at yourself, right? He is looking at himself, okay? So he's praising himself, warrior going out to do battle. What is this love mentioned? Where is this love that is mentioned here? So this is how you guys make up stories that aren't there on the page, okay? We are not asking you about things that you may imagine. We are asking you about things that are explained and expressed and described in the first paragraph. Is it clear?
Yes, thank you.
Most welcome. And this is how, okay, yes, Jana has a question. Teacher, do we have to read the whole first paragraph or only see the keywords? A very good question. Let me ask you, Jana, I still didn't read anything other than the blurb. So when I'm required to read the first paragraph, then it is very healthy to read the whole first paragraph because, first of all, you didn't read anything so far. The first paragraph is one of the most important parts in the passage, in the whole passage. It sets up the whole stage for the passage, for the rest of the passage. So it is not going to be a waste of time at all to read the first paragraph. Is it clear? Sometimes in scientific passages, and if the paragraph is so long, you can be reading its first sentence, its last sentence, maybe its first couple of sentences, no problem at all, if they are joined with a transition, for example. The last sentence, because usually they are related, the first and the last, that's it. But if you have the chance to read the first paragraph, all of it, definitely never hesitate to do that. It's a reading test after all. You need to read, even if you're gonna adopt the strategy of the no reading the passage strategy, I mean, at the end, you will find yourself reading the whole passage guided by the questions, okay? And this strategy, we usually recommend it to those who cannot manage their time very well. So instead of reading the whole passage and forgetting all what they have read and getting to the questions, rereading the whole passage once again, no, so you can be saving the time at the beginning of your session, at the beginning of the test, or at the beginning of handling the passage, by reading the blurb to know what the passage is about, getting to know what is described in the blurb, because these are very main pieces of information to tell you what you're going to read in the passage. Get headed towards the questions, but don't expect that you won't read. You will read, but with a purpose. With a purpose. You have some certain main words in your mind. You're searching for them in the certain portions that are suggested to you in the heading of the question. Now you're totally ready. So you're reading, but like a sort of guided reading, not reading haphazardly or randomly. This won't help you focus, but you focus when exactly you focus. You focus when you are given a certain prompt, when you're given a certain instruction, and you're searching for this you're searching for this piece of information. So you have a target. When you have a target, you remain focused. Other than reading, randomly, not knowing about the portions that you're going to be asked about. This is my approach. Okay, now number 2, this has to do with the vocab in context the questions. Let's apply what we learned in the previous session. This is a vocab in context the questions. We read this word, kicks. One of you guys didn't know the meaning of kicks, but when we read the context, we can guess the meaning of this word. And of course, you can have a look at the choices, but I can return back to the context here. Kicks here. So he did not, I know he, now, I know he. Do you know he refers to who? To the guy here. Now Abdul, okay? He did not demur even when asked to fix watches, though that Enterprise did spectacularly badly, okay? And in fact, earned him more kicks than Kodos. Do you remember I told you to apply the positive negative game? I did tell you that. Miss Erica did tell you that. So the context in which this kicks than Kodos, okay, were mentioned is kind of negative, badly. Okay, even if you don't know the meaning of spectacularly, but you definitely know the meaning of badly. Okay, so he didn't refuse when he asked to fix watches. Okay, he didn't say, no, I cannot, I don't have this experience. But though that Enterprise, this kind of business, even did him a sort of bad, a bad thing, bad issue, in fact, earned him more what than Kodos. For no watch he took apart ever kept time again. Oh my God, that he wasn't skillful at all when it comes to fixing watches. He earned what from doing this business? Definitely. So he earned more kicks, the very familiar word, meaning of the word to kick something, okay, means something like you throw away or you push or something like that. But here it's, it's used as a noun, okay? So we came to know that it is something negative, because he doesn't know how to fix the watches. As a proof, none of the watches that he fixed, kept time ever again. So definitely I'll go for a negative word. You see the negative positive game, this will benefit you a lot. Now guys, you are asked to guess the right answer. Don't forget that one of the main steps I told you about is to move to try what you know first. So if it happens that you don't know the meaning of jolts, keep it, or keep it till you try the words that you knew. Okay, so let me see in the chat box. Wow, I have here some people who answered B. Yes, that's right. People who answered it as C. People who answered it as C, jolts. Do you know the meaning of jolts, guys? May you please tell me? Do you know the meaning of jolts? I told you I'm gonna eliminate the positive words, thrills, interests, because the context was negative. So I don't know the meaning of jolts, teacher, but I know complaints, and complaints is a negative word. So if you plug it in the context, complaints, like, fixing watches earned him more complaints than Kodos. Now I know the meaning of Kodos, then praise, then rewards. Okay, for no watch he took apart ever kept time again. So definitely complaints worked in the context. Will I get bothered not knowing the meaning of jolts? No, as long as what I knew worked. I will assume that I didn't know complaints and I knew jolts, okay? And I didn't know complaints, but jolts didn't, it doesn't work. So I go for the one that that I didn't know its meaning in the first place. Okay, so it is, trying what I know first. If none of them worked, I will go for the word that I do not know. Your mission now is to do what? Now, you came up with one word that you didn't know. in the questions. So your major role now is to look up the word jolts, because it was going to be a reason for you to lose some points. So not looking it up is a major sin. Okay, you need to look any word up that was, that was very important and significant in answering some questions and in understanding the meanings of certain expressions in the passage. So your homework can be, okay, let me see. Your homework is to work on the vocab questions on pages 43 from Erica, okay? You will find the answers here, by the way, 43, 44, you will find the answers. Let me see, the exercises start from where? Yes, from 46. You can be working on 46, okay? And you can be working on the exercises on page 40, no, 48 is answered. Okay, have a look at these words, guys, in Erica. And you start answering, vocab in context exercises. By the way, these are very smart questions. Why? You know, guys, that the new digital SAT is going to be that way. The new digital SAT is going to be that way. Very short passages in which you can be asked one little question on them. So no more long passages starting from March 2023. Okay, so you will, we're gonna have a homework group in which on Telegram, inshallah. So make sure that you join my Telegram big group so that we can make a homework group and discuss all the homework, all the questions of the homework on that group, okay? You're gonna be, it's gonna be easier, inshallah, but there is something, there is a trick, there is a trap about the digital SAT. Let me explain for you the trick about the digital. Can you please send the link to the Telegram group? So your exercises, guys, you're gonna answer from page 52 and the pages before if you find some questions. 52 and you have 53 in Erica, 54, 55, 55, and you have here 57, yes, and then 59, yes, a lot of pages. Now, okay, till 60, from 52 till 60, okay, guys, train yourselves, apply the tips that I said, in order to gain more words. Whenever you come up with, you come across any word that you are not familiar with, you must look the words up, okay? Yani, for example, here the word ferocious. You don't know the meaning of the word ferocious, vicious, immediately look them up while you're doing your homework. Is it clear? I need for the homework to do what? Look up, okay, sorry, answer pages 40, from 50, let it be from 53 till 60 in Erica, and you will be what? You will be looking up, look up the hard words, hard for you, hard words, look up, sorry for this, look up the hard words that you come across, okay? In your, and compose your own, composing your personal dictionary, composing your personal dictionary. So in the private group, in the Telegram private or homework group, we're gonna do what? We're gonna discuss these questions. You send the screenshots of the homework, like the words that you came up with. Share your knowledge and effort with your friends. In case you couldn't understand a certain aspect about any of the questions in the homework, I'll be replying immediately, and you will definitely exchange your experiences, knowledge, and everything, and it's gonna be a very good idea. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, YouTube channel, and see the other reading sessions. If you attend the session for the first time now. I'm so sorry for those guys who weren't able to join the session, because I guess the subscription has been expired. I don't know whether I'm gonna upgrade the subscription or not, but so far the session will include 100 participants. Hopefully I can upgrade the subscription later. Thank you so much, guys, and have a great day. And usually I make my free sessions very light, but hopefully the kind of notes you take during these free sessions can be beneficial enough for you to be able to handle the reading section. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.